Good morning, Wall Street winners. It is Thursday, September 25th, and boy, there is a plethora of news out there to try to digest and weed your way through. If we take a look at the Bloomberg, you can see that the U.S. is basically preparing for a government shutdown, and the Trump administration is threatening job cuts, not furloughs this time, where you'd be temporarily laid off but then compensated when the government started up again. They're threatening shutdowns. They're saying that that'll go to court, and that won't get pushed through. It's not legal, but we'll have to wait and see. Then you've got U.S. economic data coming in showing that the economy in the U.S. is growing at its fastest pace in 2 years, thanks to consumer spending. Now, you look below the headlines on this, and it's really only the top half of U.S. income earners, the higher income earners, that are supporting the consumer spending in the U.S. And that's probably very closely tied to the profits that they're making in the stock market, because the lower 50% of income earners probably have very little, if anything, in the stock market. And so their wealth, their net worth is not growing. They're living paycheck to paycheck. They're definitely suffering in this U.S. economy. But the higher income earners are being able to justify further investments and spending on numerous things, consumer goods and products and services, because they see growth in their portfolios. Then you've got Starbucks, large coffee chain. They're looking at a $1 billion restructuring, closing stores, cutting jobs. But then we get the U.S. jobs report coming out, or job losses, and their losses were lower than expected. So the jobs report, we'll call it, was more positive than expected. Then you get into AI, and there's a whole bunch of information and news there about OpenAI and NVIDIA and numerous deals with Intel, and Intel now trying to raise money and partner with Apple after partnering with NVIDIA for buying in, and the government of the U.S. buying into Intel. So Intel seems to be going out to everyone that is in the Mag 7 right now and looking for investors and partnerships. What we're seeing in the markets is all red. So the markets have just opened at 9:30. Everything's in the red. This is the third day we've been in the red. I expect we're going to see more of a pullback. This is not a great time to trade. It's a great time to sit on the sidelines and wait this out. We're over